Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show. You know, one of my most favorite things is to go out and shop. I call it shop therapy, and it makes my heart smile. And I especially like to support young businesses and businesses that are homegrown and organically doing things that people don't typically do. So I'm just so happy to introduce to you a groundbreaking business that this lovely lady here is doing. It's called ShopGaddo and also Gaddo Naturals. And I'll let her tell us more about what she's doing. So please welcome Anne Henry to the show. How are you doing today, Anne?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. So I have a lot of respect for what you're doing, you know, as a young entrepreneur, and, you know, you're paving paths for people to, you know, follow in your footsteps. So it takes a lot of courage to do things that people don't typically do. And I often ask the question, do you think that entrepreneurs are made or are they born? What do you think?
I think it's a mix. I think that definitely you have to have certain, I guess, a certain character to go and do it because you're relying on yourself. You can't fall back onto anyone else, and you have to have that motivation, that drive, that determination, and just have a positive mindset to just keep going. Because many days I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like so
what did
difficult.
I sign up for?
Right, yeah, this is so hard, and you know, everything is just going, you know, not the way that I want it to go. And then other days it's like, oh, this is great, this is perfect. So it's being able to just work with each day as it comes, and I would say be a problem solver. Think on your toes is very important. So I think definitely you can be born with that. You can be born with all those assets that's going to get you ahead to be an entrepreneur. But at the same time, if you don't use it, then that's not going to, you know, so you're not going to get very far if you don't, you know, use what you have. So.
It's not going to benefit you or the world waiting to see your $1 million idea.
Yes.
So what made you start Gaddo Naturals and ShopGaddo?
It's a few things. One of the main things is when I was going out and shopping, I found that for me to get shea butter, my favorite organic oils, hair products that I love, hair tools, I was going to a lot of different places. And a lot of these companies, they're smaller companies. A lot of them, they started just like how I started, and they're not in, I would say, the mainstream retail environment. So it was a lot for me to be paying shipping costs for like 3, 4, 5 different websites. And I said, why not have it in one place? So I went ahead, I called up the companies, I told them what I wanted to do, and they said, sure. And that's pretty much how it started. And I would say another thing too that motivated me is that I feel that we as a Black community, Canada-wide and just all around the world, we need to have equity in our Black beauty. And also a healthy representation of members of our community that are offering these products to the public.
Awesome. And it's important to, you know, lay that foundation that the needs of Black skin, Black hair is so different than others. And who knows better the needs than Blacks? Right.
Exactly.
So it's important to understand how to sensitively market that, and also to be able to empower those who have special needs, you know, regarding their hair, their type, all kinds of things, than someone who's representing that. So, how do you think that is received in the Black community when it comes to understanding that message, that to empower Black businesses that way?
I think with my experience, if for the most part it's been positive, it can be a little bit of a mix sometimes because as a smaller business and sourcing the products directly from the companies that are also small businesses, sometimes the price point is something that people would mention to me, and that's completely fair. I understand that. And as the business grows, that's something that would, and as you know, I grow with the businesses that I'm working with, it's something that will definitely, in my opinion, will go down. Okay, but that's one thing that I've been given back feedback about, and I do understand that. But I think for me, what's more important is supporting those other businesses and growing with them and making sure that those brands are well known, like other brands that are well known, that are household names. So, as I said, it can be difficult sometimes, and just educating the customer that, you know, this product is this quality and this is where it's from, and it's also a Black business also. And usually just educating them, bringing them on that journey, they understand. They understand.
They make the connection.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some of your best sellers?
I would say I have my shea butter. It's a very good seller from Gaddo Naturals. The jojoba oil also from Gaddo Naturals is a very good seller. But yeah, the number one seller would be the Gaddo Naturals, definitely the shea butter. It's directly from Ghana. It's raw. It's unrefined. And a lot of people make inquiries about that too. So that's definitely one. The thermal hair care hothead is another one that's specifically made for women that have highly textured hair, and men too, that have long hair that want to deep condition. So it's a deep conditioning tool that's very easy to use. And another one too is the Felicia Leatherwood Detangler brush. That one sells very well too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned Ghanaian, and I know Gaddo is a Ghanaian word for what?
Inheritance.
Inheritance.
Yes.
Okay. And what made you use that as a name for your company?
It goes back to us owning our beauty. It's something that we inherit generation to generation. It's something that as a Black woman, our hair, our skincare, we take it very seriously. We want to make sure we're putting the best products on our hair and on our skin. So we've inherited that, and we've learned that from generation after generation. So I chose that word to represent what we're doing. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
All right. So how can people purchase products, by the way? Where can they go?
ShopGaddo.com. So shop and then Gaddo, GADDO.com. I also have an Etsy shop. It's just Gaddo Naturals on Etsy. You can find all the different oils and the butters that we have available. And also you can purchase direct from Facebook and Instagram as well. It'd be Gaddo Naturals and Shop Gaddo also. Okay,
great. Are you involved in any expos, health exhibits, anything like that?
Yes, I recently did an expo, Toronto Naturals, which is now textured. Textured beauty.
How was that?
It went really well.
Oh,
it went really well. I was able to really get a lot of the products out in the forefront and for people to see what we have to offer.
Excellent.
So that went really good as well.
Wow.
So we just finished that, and this year we're just focusing on bringing in some new brands for the end of the year.
Okay,
yeah.
Excellent. Well, I congratulate you on this big move, and I've been scoping out some of the products, and they look absolutely fantastic. So keep up the great work, and just mention one more time, where can people go and purchase your products?
ShopGaddo.com. So shop and then Gaddo, GADDO.com. You can find us on Facebook at Shop Gaddo, Instagram, Shop Gaddo, and Twitter, also Shop Gaddo. And also Gaddo Naturals, too, is on Instagram, and we have a Facebook page as well.
Excellent. And thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, my pleasure.
Yes, take care.
Thanks. We'll be back.
The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.NikkiClarkeNetwork.com.